Hi, friends. Welcome. I'm Jacqueline Clare, and this is a storytelling journey through the seven valleys of Baha'u'llah. This is a beautiful, mystical text, and I'm so excited to get to take your hand and go on this adventure together. I'd like you to be open to this mystical text having both universal relevance and also it having an evolving personal relevance for you wherever you are in your life. This text was written by Baha'u'llah in response to someone who was a student of Sufi mystical philosophy. And the aim of the Sufi mystical quest was the attainment of the presence of God. And in the Seven Valleys, Baha'u'llah is describing, in this very poetic language, this universal journey, the different stages along this path to this ultimate goal, which is the attainment of the presence of God. And I don't know about you, but that sounds to me so beautiful. It sounds so profound that it actually risks not feeling personal or relevant. The attainment of the presence of God sounds fine for someone who sits cross-legged on a mountaintop, but I have to take the trash out and be at work at a certain time and deal with rush hour traffic, that kind of thing. And to allow us to get the most out of this journey through the seven valleys, I'd like to help us enter into this world. So I want to bring it down to earth a little bit and talk about the reality of what it's like being human. That it seems that no matter how much we have to be grateful for, no matter how great the spring air smells or the sun feels on our skin or how beautiful our family is, that there's always something as humans that we are yearning for. And we may not admit it or be able to put words on it. There's just something around the corner that is drawing us. And sometimes we do put words and labels on it. And again, these aren't things we necessarily admit, like I truly believe I will be happy when. But on some level, it is how we're thinking. And it's sort of like, tomorrow or this weekend or when I retire, I'll finally be able to relax. There's just this carrot dangling that soon, one day, I'll be at peace. Or maybe it's in our life circumstances. We think that when we have a certain relationship status or our marriage looks a certain way, or we're sure that all of our kids have made it and are taken care of in this world, or when we achieve some financial goal or professional goal or a fitness goal, a health goal, even things like renovating the kitchen, when this renovation is finally over, or even spiritual goals, when we finally understand something or make a decision about something or can levitate when we meditate, whatever it is, we project happiness and fulfillment on these material experiences. And perhaps in a way, there's nothing wrong with that. Perhaps all of those little human goals are our attempts, our mislabeling of our true yearning, our true heart's desire to attain the presence of God. That we are actually not designed to be fully satisfied by this life. That we have built in us a yearning for something above and beyond, and in fact, perhaps where we came from, our Creator. And if we see it in this light, then when we catch ourselves having these little human yearnings, I can't wait till dinner, or for my Amazon packages to arrive, or to finally be done with this project, whatever it is, we say, oh, this is me mislabeling my true heart's desire, which is actually to grow closer to my Creator. I'm just mislabeling. And in fact, those, are helpful signposts to help us connect with God. And that's what the seven valleys is about. It's these different stages along our journey to attain our true heart's desire, to attain the presence of God. And a favorite anecdote I have that I like to couple with the seven valleys, it's a pop culture reference. I heard it from the horse's mouth in some interview video many years ago. And I think you'll see why I like it and why I put it with the seven valleys. Just something more for you to ponder as we journey through the seven valleys. It comes from the British sage Paul McCartney. This story takes place in the mid-60s. It's the height of the Fab Four, of the Beatles. And Paul McCartney's at a party. And I'm sure there's all kinds of mind-altering substances involved, which I do not condone, but it makes the story more entertaining. And of course, he discovers the meaning of life. And he knows on some level that this is actually very important. So he goes around the party asking for a pen and paper because he's discovered the meaning of life and he needs to write this down. And he gets a pen and paper, he writes it down, and then he puts it in his pocket and goes on with the evening. Days later, he's wearing that jacket. He puts his hand in his pocket and he finds a piece of paper and it comes back to him. He's like, oh yeah, I discovered the meaning of life the other night. He opens up the paper and quite simply, the meaning of life is written in 4 words. And it says, there are 7 levels.